Hello everyone and welcome to the third series in the Highmoor Saga. In case you haven't seen them of the series 1 and 2, I will leave a link in the description below to each of those playlists. So watch those if you haven't seen those yet. I would suggest it. But the story thus far is early age. The Highmoors led a campaign for Airmoor, which at the time was a living nation, but failed the campaign. During the campaign, Verlin Highmoor, the head of the Highmoor family, was slain and then brought back to life as a Banelord. He then took it upon himself, after the campaign was over, to slay his leader, General Collius, because he viewed it was his lack of leadership that led them to ruin. Also decided that the flesh was weak, that the living needed to be cleansed and make way for the undead so that Airmoor could rise to a greater power. Eventually, he did help overthrow the Airmoorian nation of living, and then in the Middle Age, which was the second series, led campaigns against the other living nations under the rule of Emperor Rotbrother, the lich that brought him back to life in the early age. And then through those campaigns, which were very successful, I might add, in case you haven't seen it, I guess spoiler alert, in case you didn't. At the end of those campaigns, and when victory was near, Verlin and a bunch of other liches and banelords that were loyal to Verlin, because he really led the campaigns, mostly Emperor Rotbrother just sat back, decided to overthrow Emperor Rotbrother, because in the Emperor they saw another General Collius. Literally the Emperor never left the home province of Airmoor throughout that entire campaign. And they just saw him as another General Collius and decided that Verlin should instead lead Airmoor to further glories, to conquer further nations and lands off in the distance. When they confronted Emperor Rotbrother, it turns out that he already had a plan in case something like this would happen. And he was in the middle of casting a grand ritual spell that would cast aside the liches and all the Banelords and force them to serve under him, basically turning them into mindless undead. Because at this point they're still in control of their wits, they can make actions, they are leaders. But his plan was to wipe their minds and make them just like normal soulless undead, and he would be the one true emperor, never to be questioned again. Unfortunately, he did not have enough time to cast the ritual spell, and it was interrupted by Verlin and his associates, and the spell went awry. So what happened is that all of the leadership, including Emperor Rotbrother, was banished out of the realm. No one really quite knows what happened. All of a sudden, the undead armies that were marching just became lifeless, dropped to the ground, dead. Airmoor effectively was wiped out. Again, no one really knew what happened. Then, Scalaria, who somehow survived the Middle Age campaign, because if you remember, we didn't actually take them out. We took out all the thrones, but we did not kill Scalaria. So, let's go up here to statistics and pretenders of the world. Now, Lemuria. Lemuria is technically a following of Scalaria, Middle-aged Scalaria. So what happens is that the thaumaturge from Scalaria eventually open up these gates to the underworld to bring in undead to serve as kind of like a workforce. And in doing so, I believe the thaumaturge's souls are ripped apart, swallowed by the gate, and now Scalaria was taken over by these shadow legions that were in control of a Death Lord, of some kind of god of death, and they became Lemuria. So the way that this happens is that Emperor Rotbrother did banish them to another realm, and through whispers into these thaumaturge's ears, whispers of great power and this undead workforce, Verlin and his associates from the other side managed to convince these thaumaturges of Scalaria to open the gates to this netherworld, and then Verlin, along with his associates, who are now followers of this god of death, descended upon the world of the living / dead, since it was Scalaria, took over and then created a new nation, Lemuria. So that is going to be our backstory, that Verlin Highmoor is technically ruling Lemuria on this side, but serving a god of death in the other realms. Unfortunately, I can't modify it so that the actual god in this game is named Verlin Highmoor. As you can see, I believe it's Basiliskos. We're going to pretend that Basiliskos is just another name for Verlin Highmoor, and that he's leading these ghosts and shadows and these spectral legionnaires to try and rise to power once more. Now, during the Middle Age, the Highmoor family did survive the living part, because after the early age and after Verlin decided to overthrow Airmoor, the remaining living descendants of the Highmoor family fled Airmoor and eventually made it to an area that would become to know, or would know Let me try that again. That would eventually become to be known as Man, the Kingdom of Man in the Middle Age, which was not in the Middle Age series because they were off on an island or something gathering power. Now, finally, by the time the Late Age rolls around, the Highmoors were allowed a place of leadership because forever, or for a long time, their name was, you didn't want to be known as a Highmoor. Everyone hated you because everyone knew that Vrillin Highmoor was the main reason why Airmoor was so strong, and, well, it was a bad time to be Highmoors. But finally, by the Late Age, they are allowed to rise up again as a noble family, and they are now on a quest to redeem the name of Highmoor. So now we have our pretender, which is going to be Ralia Highmoor. The physical and actual avatar of Ralia is this giant lady. I would have preferred a human-sized lady, but we'll just pretend that she, I don't know, through magic she became giant. I don't know. But Ralia Highmoor is now going to help Man in conquering and pushing back her ancestor, Vrillin Highmoor, and Lemuria back into the other realm and push them out of this one. In the meantime, also expanding the power of Man to take over, let's see, our other teams. Because, okay, so Lemuria is by itself, we're by ourselves, everyone else is in teams. Also, Lemuria is a impossible AI, everyone else is master, which is one step down from impossible. So we have Tianqi, who are the disciples of Jomon, which Jomon are samurai. Tianqi in this age are basically barbarian hordes of horsemen. Then we have, let's see, Foulslay. Here we go. Atlantis, and then also Kalem. Yeah, that's Kalem, so it's a disciple of Atlantis. So we got water and air. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. Then we also have Bogaris, which I think is a new faction to Dominions 4. I don't really know much about the Late Age, but Bogaris and Midgard, which I believe are both cold nations. Then we have Ishtar, which I think is also a new nation, the Raga, the Dual Kingdom. They have heat and cold troops. I don't know, I've never played as them, but I'm curious to see how they fight. And then their disciple is going to be Patala, the Reign of the Nagas, which I believe it's a bunch of Nagas that are ruling apes. They prefer heat scale 2. Oh, what does Ishtar prefer? I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But anyway, so those are the teams on this map. We are alone, Lemuria is alone, but everyone else is on the team. It's a lot of backstory, I know. But there you go. That's what it is. Ralia is currently set as, what is it? Imprisoned or dormant? So she's going to come around in about a year, I think. Alright, so with all that said, let's actually begin this game and hope that we achieve victory and redemption for the Highmoor family. The goal, really, is to kill Lemuria. As long as we do that, even if we lose everything else, I'm still consider this a victory. Because that's the whole point, is to redeem our name, redeem the Highmoor name, and destroy Vrillin Highmoor and Lemuria. Now, I don't know much about the Late Age, which I think I already said. And Late Age Man is something I've never played. Never, ever have I played. But what's something that is pretty cool to our favor is that they are mundane researchers, meaning that they are not hindered by a drain scale. So our scales include 3 drain, which doesn't affect us at all and gives us more points to build our other scales, which is why we have 3 order, 3 productivity, and I believe Ralia is a level 9 water mage, giving our sacred troops, which are going to be these wardens, defensive skill 4, 5, and then also the quickness ability, which is kind of cool. Very unique here. These sacreds, very high protection, kind of other stats, but they are stealthy, so that could potentially be pretty cool. And they also have crossbows and greatswords, so that's also kind of cool. As far as other stealthy troops that we have that could go with wardens, all we have are these foresters, which are ambidextrous, which is kind of cool. They have an axe and dagger, but their defensive skill is really low, protection is really low, but they can stand up kinda in a fight. It's kind of cool. We also have these really powerful knights, which I hope we build a lot of. These tower knights, they're really cool. And then we have a list of commanders here. I'll just go through them real quick. Royal Forester is our basic stealthy kind of spy guy, although he's not actually a spy. He does have a patrol bonus. He is stealthy, and yeah, he can't actually lead troops. So we don't have just a basic scout. A Castilian, which is going to be our basic leader here, leadership of 80 plus 1 bonus to 3 squads. Stats are, they're alright. They're not too bad. Then we got a Judge, which has a patrol bonus of 20 which I'm probably not going to really utilize because against the AI patrolling, I don't know, seems kind of pointless almost. But he does have a random chance of magic, very low, but it's there. We also have a Magister, which is our spy. Interesting. The Magister is a spy. Also has a siege bonus and castle defensive bonus of 15. And may have some access to magic. Maybe. But still is a researcher. That's not too bad. Siege bonus and castle defense bonus of 15 is really high for just a single person. Alright, anyway, and that's our spy. Then we have the Magister Arcane, level 2 air, 1 earth, 1 astral, and then maybe one more out of those. Shock resistance, old age. Oh, how many of these people are old age? You're the first old age person? I don't think we're going to have anybody that has, is it like recuperation? Something like that. The ability that will kind of help the old age people live longer by curing all their afflictions. Then we have a Magister of Theology, which is going to be a level 1 priest, but is an Inquisitor, which could be cool. The priest is very efficient when preaching against other faiths. The priest level is doubled for this purpose, so he's going to be considered a level 2 priest when preaching against enemy dominion, because he has the Inquisitor ability. For 60 gold, that's not bad, because I think 60 gold is about the cost you get for just a basic level 1 priest. And this guy's a level 2 when preaching against enemy dominion, so that's kind of cool. Bishop is just straight up a level 2 priest, who's also old age. I hate old age. And then we have our Lord Warden, which is a level 1 priest, sacred, stealthy, and will most likely be leading other wardens as well. Doesn't really have a high squad morale bonus, though. So, as far as our leadership goes, it's kind of... It's not the best. It's probably not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. The old age is really a pain. We'll probably wait to build these people till later in the game when we need to use their skills for battlefield magic. Until then, I'll probably rely on these Magisters to research our magic. And I'm kind of going through this because I need to learn these guys myself, because like I said, I've never played them. You have a basic spearman who has a length of 4 spear, protection 9, then a longer spear of a length of 15 with a higher protection of 11. Axemen are usually pretty good. They have high damage because they have an axe, and their stats they're basic, but they're good. We have a more heavily armored axeman with a protection of 15, so that's pretty cool. Then they have really a wide range of ranged combatants. We have a light archer that's really cheap, only has a short bow damage of 9, precision of 11, which is actually higher than average. Then we have the longbowman, precision 12, longbow of range of 40, damage 12, which is really good. And then crossbows, range 35, damage 11. Now crossbows are really cool because they're armor piercing. I think they'll say, yeah, armor piercing. So the damage value plus this armor piercing damage will have the effect of an opponent's armor. So crossbows, very good, especially against heavily armored units. Let's see. Then we have a tower guard, which is kind of unique because it's a heavy infantry with these stats. You know, defensive skill 15, protection 13, broadsword, but then also has a crossbow, which is kind of cool. And then we have a more heavily, armored? Protection 16, 12, 15. Higher attack skill, higher protection, and a higher precision with this person. Also higher strength, I think, because they do 17 damage. And they have a castle defensive bonus of 2. So that's a unique unit. Then you got the Tower Knight, which we just looked at, which is pretty cool, and then our Sacred unit, which, when they have quickness, hopefully should be pretty cool. Alright, so we start with the basic forester. Let's start scouting. What do we want? Let's look at the land around us. We all have good resources in this forest, which is pretty cool. We're going to want to grab this town because it has farmland, which gives us high income. And we're going to want to try and grab that. All the towns we can get is what we want. Swampland is something that we don't care too much for. Definitely don't care about a waste. That's going to be good because of resources in these mountains. Waste. Swampland down there. This map may look familiar to you if you watch my Agarthan series. As Agartha, I started right here and only held on to this mountain region for like the longest time. It was really tough. Really tough. Okay, so I think we're first going to expand north to grab the town and grab this town and maybe build a castle. Maybe right there. Although it's not going to be high on resources. Probably build a castle right there. We got some resources. Do also have a wasteland attached to it, but that's okay. So that's probably going to be the first castles we build, is there and there. Also, maybe right there, if we get there quick enough to have a choke point from this little island. Oh, which also goes down there. This is a cool map. Anyway, let's start scouting. We'll scout to the south. As far as research goes, let's look at our unique spells. Black Dogs. Huge dark green Fey Hounds. They are sacred. Kind of as a rule, I'm not going to mess with any undead type stuff. Man is going to be anti-undead. Okay. What can we even... Thaumaturgy? I kind of failed to notice what these guys... Okay, so we are definitely going to have 2 air, at least 1 astral, maybe 3 air, maybe 1 fire. You know what? Evocation. We'll just start with evocation. Can't really go wrong with that. And for our first set of recruitment, we're not going to get into the heavy troops quite yet. I should recruit some spearmen. Longbows are still kind of expensive. Shoot, we'll go for it. And we're going to start recruiting magisters. We'll just put that on repeat for right now. And in our first turn. Wait a minute. It's a disciple game, but I don't have a disciple, so I couldn't make a prophet. Do I want a prophet to be this guy? Sure. Why not? Prophet Whitehorn. Okay. Oh, Lemuria makes a prophet. Oh, that makes sense, because we're the only 2 without disciples, so yeah. Okay. Alright, so you are going to... Oh, right. They'd only be able to research if they actually get the magic. Like a magic path. Oh my god, right. Okay. Alright, well, we now have a spy. So, that's cool. We'll just send that guy that way. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to recruit these people and deal with the old age if I want a guaranteed research. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. That's a shame. That is a darn shame. Recruit some more longbows. Let's take a look here. We got woodsmen, which are pretty easy, and militia, but cav could also be there. Alright, army setup. Let's put the longbows with them. We're going to have fire at enemy archers and put the spearmen together. We're going to do attack closest enemy. Eventually, when we have a lot of longbows, we'll probably just do hold and attack. You're going to... smite, I guess? We have no one to bless. So keep casting smites as much as possible. Then stay behind troops. Put you right there. And let's hope this first battle goes well. Ooh. Dealing with old age. Alright, let's look at our first battle in the Woods of Music. Weather it. Yeah. And for whatever reason, my keyboard shortcut's not working. Yeah! First victory. I will take it. Oh my gosh. What? Wait, what? Where did Atlantis start? Like right there? Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Toughness. Cool. 21 hit points for our profit. That's not shabby at all. Alright, so this town mainly consists of Burgmeister guards. These guys are usually really heavily armored. Like, ridiculously heavily armored. Alright, so our spy is in here. It's telling us that they have light infantry, heavy infantry, and crossbowmen. Oh boy. Like, these bows probably aren't going to do too much against these Burgmeisters. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. I mean, do I go for it, or do I just play it safe? Do I go for it, do I play it safe? Let's see what exactly is in there. I'm just going to play it safe. I can't lose our guy already. Let's recruit some more spears. And intern. 30 enemy units. Okay. Probably a good thing I did not attack that. Let's actually separate the longbows and the short bows. The longbows will be further back. Short bows will be further up. And maybe we'll come back up to that when we have crossbows. 50, but mostly light infantry and heavy infantry and crossbowmen. Oh, jeez. Okay, you go that way. And already there's Calum. Oh, jeez. This is a rough spot. Oh, this is a rough spot. Oh, God. What do I do? Tell you what. Let's recruit some crossbows. And we're going to sit here for another turn. Yeah, we are. Holy crap. Maybe I put too many people in this game. Alright, I guess we combine these guys again. Actually, this is probably okay. And now we would do hold and attack. Oops. Closest enemy. But these guys are going to do fire closest, because they're going to be going after the heavily armored people. Hopefully. Okay. Now we'll go up here and hope for victory. And we will recruit... Let's recruit some axemen. Move up. Battle in Bear Grove. Alright, keyboard shortcut's not working. Yeah! Get him, crossbows. Alright, that was a good fight. Good fight. How many did we lose? One spearman. That's great. Now we're going to kill these people since we have some crossbows backing us up. Recruit more axemen and more crossbows. The thing is, like, in the late age, there's a lot of heavily armored troops, so unless we come across somebody that I know doesn't have heavily armored troops, I'm probably not going to spam too much with the longbowmen, even though they're really good. And there's Atlantis' capital. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, this is going to get involved very quickly. Where are you spreading? Down the coast? So we're going to take that for the high income, then probably wheel back around to take the rest. I'd also like to take these underwater provinces, and we can, because we can recruit Chamblers, I guess. Oh, but we have no leader that can take them underwater. It didn't come with like a Shambler leader. Shoot. Okay. I was kind of hoping that we would start by Lemuria. Yeah, let's take a look at these people. Oh, their protection isn't as high as I thought. I thought it was higher. Oh my gosh, 18 defensive skill. Holy crap. Ha! We have routed them. This means that we could technically recruit these people from this province, since they're the defense. Yeah. We can recruit a Hoborg champion with 6 whole hit points, but amazing stats other than that, except for morale. I guess that's pretty low. Leadership of 40. A crossbow still does 11 damage, 11 precision. Defensive skill, 5 hit points. Huh. How do they compare to our crossbows? Same damage, same precision. Okay, so we want to take... Maybe I should build the castle here. Gosh, enemy dominions are already pressing in on us. Let's recruit one of you. We're going to start needing to build some temples. How many people do we have sitting around? Actually, we'll hold off one turn and instead make another Castilian. And you will take this and wrap around. What's the other units that we can recruit here? The militia. Hey, they're stealthy and they have a stick. Okay, how expensive are these people? Wow. That's not bad. Especially for the crossbows that are going to just sit in the back. That's not bad at all. I'm going to actually repeat recruitment of these people. They shall assist us. Okay. Oh, I forgot to move my scouts. Nuts. Alright, unification is done. Saber Beach. Favorite vacation spot. Oh wow, our front line withdrew. But luckily our archers pushed them back. So now front... Oh. We did start by Lemuria. Oh. Oh. And they already have 80 spectral Hastatus and Velites. So, yeah, so the problem with Lemuria is A, their Dominion kills, because, you know, I think it does, doesn't it? Or does it not? Let's see. Their Dominion summons ghosts and shadows, yeah, kills population. So it's kind of like Middle Age Airmore, except for ghosts. And ghosts suck because they're ethereal, and normal weapons... I think, is it a 50% chance to miss ethereal units? Magic weapons are guaranteed to at least hit. So, yeah, that's kind of a pain. That's a real pain. But, we will deal with them. Attack. Hold an attack. Shoot, I meant to do fire at the closest enemy. Hold an attack, fire closest, and you need to stay behind the troops. Oh boy. Okay, so we definitely need to recruit some priests. And... oh, Lemuria. I need to see what their protection is like. I don't know if they have the protection of his status because I technically can't wear armor. And if that's the case, then it's probably going to be best just to spam, heck, maybe even light archers just because they're cheaper. Because they're only 4 resources. And if they have a low protection, then it's just we need a volume of non-magical hits to try and get them. So that may be the best course of action. Like, you don't need crossbows to kill somebody who doesn't have any armor. That's a waste. I need to see a fight with you guys. And yeah, it looks like Atlantis is going south. I need you to go that way. And you come back through here. This army's going to go south and try to take this farm before they take it. Oh boy. You still recruiting those crossbows? Excellent. Let's end... No, I'm not going to go north. We'll continue to go south. Jeez. 80 spectral units right on my doorstep already. Kill the maxes? Yeah, they got the high damage. A little friendly fire there with the crossbows. It's fine. Ooh, that priest just got destroyed. Suddenly, Rihanna, the heroine, appeared at your gates. And there's a deathmatch competition. Who is this? Hello? Heck, if I knew this was a unit, I probably would have made this Raleigh a Highmoor. Because that makes more sense. Dang it. Because, like, I wanted her to be, like, this cool warrior, but the only avatar choice I had, which you'll see later, is this lady, like, wearing a seductive, like, dress, a very thin, like, silk dress, and I was like, that's, like, my only choice. That was my only choice. But this is much better. Ah! Oh, well. I can still make her a Highmoor, though. I can make her, like, Raleigha's sister or daughter or something. Yeah. So, Rihanna, we'll just rename her. I can't rename her. Maybe because she's like a hero. I did turn renaming on. Oh, wait. My keyboard shortcuts aren't working. So, that's probably why. I'll see if I can rename her in the next episode. But what does she do? She reduces unrest. She is sacred. She has recuperation. Is it recuperation that will affect other people in her province? Because then she can help with the old age stuff. It doesn't say... I don't think she's a healer, though. I think it's just for herself. I think she just heals her own afflictions. So she has 4 protection, a lot of magic resist, high morale, defensive skill 24. What? We need to get her some armor, but she has a hero's blade and an alicorn, which I'm assuming is this, like, unicorn's horn. Magical damage. And a hoof. Rihanna? I'm gonna say Rihanna was just a girl when she fell in love with a young knight. The young lord who was obsessed with the ideals of the Knights of the Stone and ignored Rihanna's wooing. After he was mutilated by brigands, she decided to take revenge. She declared war on the robbers and slew them one by one with the unexpected aid of a unicorn. Astride her companions, she has become the bane of brigands and is a welcome sight in the villages of the kingdom. Rihan? Maybe the E is silent? Rian? How would you pronounce that? Rian. Receives a bonus when patrolling provinces, and her presence in a province will reduce unrest. Patrol bonus 25, that's insane. And she's sacred. So, with our sacred bonus, we could get her defensive skill, I think, up to 29. Wow. And plus quickness with the hero's blade, which is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, she is awesome. She is very awesome. Glad we got her. That's a lot of cav. We don't have that many crossbows. We'll move there and take you guys. She is really cool. Oops. What am I doing? Recruitment. More axe warriors. More crossbows for now. Another magister. Move back. Move up. I'd like to keep continuing to conquer with this, but that cav really may just whoop us. We'll give it a try. We have crossbows. It's possible we can kill them. And the axes do a lot of damage, do high damage, so it's getting past the knight's defensive skill, which is going to suck. We'll see how that goes. This may be bad. This may be very bad. But we'll see. Also, I need somebody to start building a castle here, I think. Because we're not going to get that province yet. So let's recruit... Let's recruit this guy. And he'll start building a castle there. And end our turn. Oh boy, this could go bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh boy. Well, they have 0 protection. Okay, that's what I thought they would. God, and their weapons are magical too? They have magical javelins? Oh my god. Not affected by earthquake. They are amphibious. Defensive skill of 14. Morale of 16. These guys can actually break though. Okay, I guess that's a potential weakness. Alright, well, we'll see. Oh my god. Like, all of these bows are doing nothing. No, our prophet. Protect him, archers. Vanish. No. Oh no. No. Lemuria, why? Oh no. Oh, it's a lot of heavy cav. Oh, Jesus. Come on, axes. Ooh. You could say this was a bad turn for combat for us. Wait, we routed them. Holy crap, we at least won. Okay. I'll take it. God. Oh god. Oh man. Okay, well I need a secondary castle, so oh god, these are so expensive. Jeez. Can you can need 10 people? Okay. Okay. Let's build a temple. And we need more priests. So against Lemuria, we just need bodies to hold. Although the 12 morale... Oh, they had 12 morale because of who they were with. So these guys would suck against the javelins that they throw, but they have 2 attacks. So that's 2 chances to get through the ethereal. And they're cheap. Actually, no, they're actually expensive. Basic spears. Okay, so we start spamming light archers. And just spearmen to hold the front. That's what we'll do. I feel like wardens would be kind of wasted. They're really expensive. And like, you know, the greatsword does a lot of damage, but it could be all wasted if they never actually hit There's not a magical weapon. Dang. I should have brought someone with 9 fire magics so that the blessing we would have flaming weapons, which would then be magical. Yeah! Dang it. Mistakes were made. That's okay. Hey, we at least won this one. Oh my god, and then there's Joman. We no longer have the forces to take out that town. We must withdraw. And our prophet died, which really sucks. But that's cool. We can make Rian our prophet. Let's move you up. Can we recruit priests from here? We could when we build the temple. Probably going to do that. Yeah, yep. Alright, so that's probably going to do it for first episode, everyone. So hope you enjoyed. We are in a bad spot. We're surrounded by all these potential enemies. We don't really have much in the way of land yet. I didn't even grab the second town. I really was hoping to get over there and build a castle there. But now I need to build a lot of priests to try and fight back these guys. Let me actually go back into this. What was their magic resistance? 13. That's even really high. Very hard to hit with non-magical weapons. It doesn't give me a percentage. I don't remember. Oh, God. Yeah, 13 base magic resistance, and assuming that their priests can buff that up even more, it's like a 15 or something. Oh. Alright, well, and again, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Take care.